Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is going to be a walk around of my 2017 Mojave Sam Ram Rebel. So starting off, we're going to go over the suspension, the wheels, and the tires. So with this being on a four-corner air suspension air ride system from Ram, I kind of was very limited on what I could do. So I went with the AEV 4-inch dual sport lift for the air ride. Still rides absolutely amazing. I love it. I have the 18-inch Mesa wheels from AEV that I believe they no longer make, wrapped around some 35-inch KO2 from BF Goodrich. Phenomenal tire kit. Before this had Toyos, but so far I'm absolutely loving the KO2s. Alright, so underneath the hood there's not too much crazy. Of course, we do have the 5.7 liter V8 Hemi underneath the hood. Next, moving on, we have the Heretic Studios. These are the Quattro lights, amber and ambers obviously up front. Next, we have some ditch lights. These are from Oxbeams. It's just some cheap lights. I do eventually plan to kit the entire truck out with lights from Heretic Studios. Alright, so up top I have a Prinsu roof rack. I did install this roof rack. Nothing too crazy going on here. I just have my cheap light bar up front. Have a CVT 79-inch awning. This is one of them that just goes straight out. Have a set of Max Tracks up here, 3.5 gallon roto packs, and then this case from Hardig's. Alright, so moving on to the back of the truck. This truck is equipped with the Ram box system, which I absolutely love. It's really helpful to have. On top of here, I do have a Diamondback HD. This is a big boy model. It can hold 1,600 pounds. Absolutely love this bed cover. Sitting on top of the Diamondback is some racks, which is actually meant for a van. It's a 54-inch, I believe it is, universal van rack. This is what I have to mount my Mount Rainier tent from CVT, which we did take this to our Colorado Moab trip, and it got pretty cold. The tent did really well. I was super satisfied with it. I have a whole in-depth review of all of this stuff in the back end of my truck on my channel, so I will be sure to link that in the description for you guys. Alright, so inside there's nothing crazy going on. I do have some seat covers from Camo Covers. I absolutely love these things. Must have, especially if you have dogs. I have all my switches down here. I know it's kind of a mess. I'm currently working on getting an S-Pod or a Switch Pro panel to fix all this up as well for when I add more stuff. I do have a little magnetic mount down here for my Glock 19X or whatever handgun I'm carrying at the time. And then down here between my legs I do have a couple extra magazines for rifle, handguns, as well as a seatbelt cutter. Up top I do have a Ram Tracks mount for obviously my phone. You can mount GPS, radio, Switch Pro panel, anything you want. These tracks are really universal. And the cool thing is these little Ram balls work with the track system as well as my roof rack. Alright, so on the back of these seat covers I have an IFAK, a seat belt cutter. In these pouches there's a couple little miscellaneous things. You can use these as little rifle scavels, so you can have two rifles going across, or shotguns, whatever you prefer. Just got a couple magazine holsters, again, some more stuff in here, and binos, just for if we're out scouting about or doing whatever. The back seat covers do have these mully panels. One thing that is really cool about these Ram trucks is underneath the front two floor mats, there are little bins, little storage bins that you can take in and out. Another cool feature, which is great, especially if I have the dogs or a lot of equipment, so I can move these up and I can have this whole bed become flat. Alright, so that concludes the walk around of my Ram Rebel. I have a lot more in-depth videos on my channel if you want to check those out. Be sure to like, share, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.